Sacred Heart Cardinals. This is Mrs. Gee, and I'm super excited to bring you a brand new program we're going to be starting, and it's called 5 Things with Father Edward. And right here, we are so excited to welcome Father Edward, our brand new pastor, to Sacred Heart. So welcome, Father.
Well, thank you. It's been a few months already, and really looking forward to getting to know everybody.
Wonderful. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be asking Father 5 things each week and bringing it to you on our Facebook page so you can get to know him a little bit better. So if you hear things in the background, it's just our Mr. Scott's getting everything ready for you for back to school night on Wednesday. So Father, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so Father Edward Looney, last name is spelled like Looney Tunes, the TV show that I watched as a kid growing up. Lots of people always make that reference to me. I grew up in Oconto. I was an only child. I lived with my mother and grandmother, so my father and mother separated before I was born. In terms of parish work, before this I was in southern Door County, and now happy to be back here in Shawnee.
Well, we are very happy that you are here with us.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So, Father, can you give our students 3 inspiring words to kind of set them forth for the school year?
So this question, and I got the questions in advance, I was told it could be 3 separate words or it could be a phrase. So I'm going to go with the phrase, and it's walk with God. So 3 things. Walk with God, and I just think that God has to be at the center of everything that we do. And so when we're studying, well, we can pray to God to help us to know these things, and everything that we do. Well, if I walk with God, the way that I treat other people will be different because I'm walking with God. So walk with God.
Beautiful. All right, number 3. Father, what is your goal or a goal that you have this school year?
Yeah, I guess for me it's just to be present, and I keep saying that. Everything you've probably seen me write or do in video, I've always said be present, and I want to be a part of the parish, I want to be a part of the school. I don't want to let a lot of other things distract me from that. So one of the ways that I hope to be present is just with the volleyball, and actually we have a little volleyball right here, is I'm going to be leading prayer before the volleyball games. So that's one way that I hope to be present, especially for the sporting events. I'm sure that'll trickle into basketball or whatever as well. So just to be present, and I want to be present in the classroom. I want to be in the classroom. I talked to the teachers this morning actually, and we kind of were working that out, what that looks like, and to be present in the lunchroom or at recess or whatever. So I hope people will see me and that they'll know my name.
Perfect, and I know the students are absolutely going to love having you around here, and so is the staff. All right, now this is a really tricky question, so I hope I don't stump you too much.
Okay.
But what is your favorite food?
Yeah, so I love lots of food. One of the things that I really enjoy making is actually this shrimp asparagus stir fry, and it ended up being like a recipe that I shouldn't say stole, but essentially I was at a Barnes & Noble. I was killing time in Green Bay before an event and looking at a recipe book, saw this recipe, I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. So just, it's very simple. It's literally shrimp and asparagus. You make it in a skillet. You can season it any way you want, but that's one of my favorite dishes right now.
Perfect, and I'm just thinking maybe we're gonna have to have some kind of contest where we can have like dinner with the pastor, and you can make that for the winner of that, because that sounds delicious.
That's one thing that I could make. There's lots of other things as well that I make for those special dinners that you get at the picnic or at Jingle Mingle or whatever. All
right, last question for this session. What is your favorite song?
Favorite song. So I'm really just coming back. I was away on Sunday into Monday. Monday's my day off, and so I was at Irish Fest in Milwaukee, and I really love Irish music, and a band that wasn't there but happens to be my favorite band in terms of Irish music is the High Kings, and they have a song called The Green Fields of France. Some people know it as Willie McBride, but I really like the narrative of the story. A lot of times with Irish music, it's telling a story. about their heritage or whatever. And so I really like the song. Now, the High Kings have a fast version. I don't like that one. I like the ballad version, the slower one. So the High Kings, the Green Fields of France. Look it up on YouTube.
But the ballad version.
Ballad version.
Ballad
Yes,
version.
it's on the Memory Lane album is what it's on, I think. So I really like it just because it's kind of like they're walking through a cemetery and they find this grave of a soldier and they like imagine like what it was like for him and his family as they mourn his death and everything like that. So kind of a sad song. But I just like it because, you know, as a priest, I deal a lot with death and dying and helping people grieve. And it's just a song that really has resonated with me. And I love going to cemeteries and looking at gravestones and kind of doing that very same thing.
Wonderful. Well, Father, we appreciate you taking this time with us for these 5 things with Father Edward. And I know everybody's going to look forward to seeing you week to week and seeing what kind of questions we can ask him. So maybe we'll even open that up to students and families at some point, see what they want to know about you. So,
yeah, typically you could probably just leave those things in the comments and you can aggregate them all into a little document and we'll go through them.
Sounds wonderful. Well, Cardinals for Christ, we cannot wait to see you on Wednesday. Father Edward will be here, and we are so excited to welcome you back for a wonderful, fantastic, faith-filled year. So thank you again for tuning in for 5 Things with Father Edward, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yes.